first, before we get into that, can you tell the listeners and viewers a little bit more about the AmeriCorps Vista program?
Sure. The AmeriCorps Vista program is a program that you go into, and they give you a special job description.
Okay.
And you are just to work towards that job description for a year.
A year.
And then once that year is over, you can have the opportunity to sign up again, or you can move on and do other things. But basically, you get a living stipend, and you live at the same line, the poverty line with the community. They want us to live the same kind of life that they live, so that we can be able to better acclimate with them and help them do things that we would also need to do for ourselves. So it's a win-win. I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It shows you what people go through. It gives you a different perspective on life.
Okay. So that you will be able to, like you said, you can recognize what they're going through, recognize their needs, because you face similar needs, and so it helps you be a little more empathetic versus, some people, they're so quick to want to be sympathetic, but sympathy doesn't do anything. It is, yes, you feel bad, but empathy causes you to move, to act on behalf of the person in need. So. Okay, and so let's talk about what are some of the other duties. What are some of the duties that you have under the program, in the program?
So initially, our description was the volunteer database.
Okay.
And so our goal is to develop the database and make sure that nonprofits can use it.
Okay.
And to maintain capacity and maintain stability.
Okay.
But also, we go out and we try to make as positive an impact as we can.
Okay.
So we're blessed to have a lot of flexibility in the fact that we can go out and we can make those actions, I guess, that we want. So I guess all around, apart from the volunteer database, I would say just making positive impacts in the community, just going out talking to these organizations, making sure that they can do what they need to do, and being a part of it, doing whatever we can to help people.
Is there anything that limits you from making certain actions based upon policy or any rules set in stone?
You know what? Not really. We have an amazing boss. We work under Miss Emma Agnew, and she just really gives us all the necessities that we need. Anything that we need, she's like, okay, we're gonna make this happen.
Yep, anything. So I'm telling you.
We really, we really have a lot of flexibility and a lot of good support from everybody in our department. So
we know Miss Emma.
Yeah, that's the president.
Madam President, that's what we call her. But yep, and everyone we work with. In City Hall, everyone that we've run into, they've always been helpful. They've always pointed us in the correct direction, made sure that we can create those positive impacts. So it's been all around good experience. Great experience, actually.
So I want to tell people, I want to try to see if I can set this up while we're doing the interview, just to let people know how easy it is. The name of the website is called Jonesboro Community Connect with a database. Jonesboro Community Connections, and the web address is cojvolunteer.org.
Yes, ma'am.
And so to take you to the page, and on the home page, it shows organizations. There's tabs for organizations, volunteers, and teams, and it gives you a number, active opportunities, number of volunteers. So right now there are 57 volunteers that have signed up. We need more.
Like, we need more.
That doesn't even scrape the tip of the iceberg of the number of individuals that live in just in the city of Jonesboro.
That's a class at ASU.
That's a lot. There's so many people that actually volunteer that don't know about the database, that don't know that they should register. Because I personally, I'm not registered, and I should be.
Girl, you got to sign up.
And see, that's the biggest thing. We just want people to know that it is out there, and it's a great opportunity. I think it's a great way to see those opportunities and get out there and make those impacts.
And it's really easy to use. It's really self-explanatory. If you can click a mouse, you can sign up. It's really, really easy.
And you can also do it on your mobile devices. Like I'm on my tablet, and I clicked on Volunteer Team Login, and you have the option to sign up or log in with your social media, so you don't have to do that extra typing. So I'm going to click on Facebook, because almost everybody uses Facebook. Some people say I don't like it, I don't like the format, but it can be useful when you're logging into other sites. Just use your information as in
one click.
Yes. All right. So when you go to talk to these agencies, how receptive are they of you?
They have been really receptive, I would say.
They have. Everybody's like, we need this. You all need to make it as a staple for the city.
Okay.
So everybody's really open to it.
I think the thing with nonprofits is that, you know, they want to maintain and expand on their capacity.
Okay.
And to be able to sustain it at the same time. And so I think that a lot of organizations, all the ones that we've approached, know that, you know, because they're out here doing good things. They're out here doing great things, actually. And we're just trying to help them do those things, you know, maintain that capacity and just, you know, be sustainable, sustain their good things.
When you go to the agencies, do you have the opportunity to also interact with the volunteers there or any of the other staff members that work with these agencies, or you just speak to the executive director?
We have been speaking directly to the executive director and anybody that they've introduced us to. We're always open to meet anybody who's around, who's there. But they've all been really receptive. I
think since we've started in March, we're just trying to. Our initial contact has been to, you know, start off talking to them and getting to know them as an organization. So it's usually been through the director at first.
What do you think may help to raise awareness, just say among the volunteers? Like every time we bring it up here on the show, we try to let people know that you can find an organization that fits your desire, your likes, your skills. So you don't have to just pick one that's just because they need help. That might not be a good fit for you. And that organization might not, vice versa. You might not be a good fit for each other. So there are ways to find an organization that fits what you like to do. So kind of walk us through that, you know. So
we have, the plan is to, any organization that volunteers or that uses volunteers in Jonesboro, we want to get them signed up. But as it is now, we do have we have a lot of organizations already signed up, and we have a diverse collection of them. And so the opportunities on there now, I mean, you can do anything from career center technician, where you're answering phones and you're doing spreadsheets and stuff like that, to actual volunteering at the hub, you know, or doing something like that, you know.
And it's really simple to go on there, and when you're signing up, they give you like a skill sets place or an interest place where you go on there and it gives you a category of probably 12 categories broken down into subcategories. Then you go in and you click, I like to do this, and then it'll generate it on there and it puts it out there for the organizations to see. So when you're making that profile for yourself, you get to set everything up to where you can go and it'll match you with, okay, this is my interest, my likes. So it's real good.
So it's set out by, you can see any opportunities for childcare, you can see stuff for homeless and hunger, or disaster relief, just all types of stuff.
Wow. All right, you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and we're speaking with Donte Barker and Chelsea Chapman from the City of Jonesboro, and they are working under the AmeriCorps Vista program. If you have any questions or comments, please give us a call at 870-277-1080, and we're also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So please drop us your questions or comments there. We'll be happy to address them on air. Okay, we'll turn it down. Okay. Alrighty, so do you think that, okay, we have a question from Sharona Love. Where do you sign up at? So let's give that web address again, please.
That web address is going to be cojvolunteer.org. Again, that is cojvolunteer.org.
And I'm going to put it here.
And the COJ stands for City of Jonesboro.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Okay, so
how long did it take to create the database, to create the website in order for it to be usable?
When we came in, it was already set up. So we came in. It's in this beginning stages still. So we got lucky and everything was set up. We were just we just came in. We just got to get volunteers and organizations signed up at this point. So.
And I want you to talk about, you talked about there's so many different things that can be done based on your skill set, your interests. For people that feel like, well, I'm disabled, how can I volunteer? What can I do? So let people know that it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter at all. Like I said, one of the opportunities I can think of right now to go with a career center technician, they're flexible. I mean, Miss Jennifer, she's a great person. She'll definitely work around you. Most of these organizations, they're all great.
Okay.
And they work with you. Disability, that means that's not an issue at all. I feel like most of these organizations, like we said, we've talked to a lot of them. They're all nice. They're all good people. They're doing great things, and they want to continue to do great things, and they'll definitely use whatever they can get.
And I think people need to know that, they think volunteer, I have to get hours and hours and hours. No, you let the agency know, I can do an hour here, I can do 2 hours there, I can maybe do weekends. You let them know front what you're available for, and they will work around you. People just need help right now.
A lot of organizations. Some organizations they have where they have set times. So how you have feeding programs where it may be from 2 to 5 or something like that. But at the same time, those same organizations are definitely flexible. They will work, like you said, they need it. So they will definitely work with you. Time restraints, that's not it.
And there's actually a space on the website where you can go in and you can put your time that you are willing to serve, or the organization can put the time that they need you to be there. You can request time off.
Oh, wow.
It's all types of things on there.
Okay.
So also within the site, I noticed that it's a number of things that what the brochure says: enrich the lives of Jonesboro citizens through your skills, through knowledge and talents, marketing, photography, mentoring, project planning, community cleanup. With some of those opportunities, do you have to be of a certain age?
So some organizations do have a requirement for a certain age. So at that point, it'll depend on the organization, but a lot of them don't. A lot of them will look for as young as middle school age kids who want to go out and volunteer. So there are opportunities for people who don't fit certain age categories, but it depends on the organization.
Interesting. Do you ever go visit the schools and speak to the children? Say, for instance, how they have those get-togethers where the whole school has to attend and they have to speak to them. Do you ever go and do stuff like that?
We've been to the community centers. We haven't been able to go to the schools. We've been in contact with some of the schools and we've been talking to them, so that's definitely in the plans. But as of right now, we've been to some of the community centers and been around and stuff like that. So.
So do you think, I know school's going to be out fairly soon, maybe the beginning of the next school term, it may be something that you could try to do, maybe, I don't know if you would start with the superintendent or the principals and try to get into there.
Absolutely. We're actually looking to do some summer programs for our youth. We're going to do a youth summit coming up in September. So we are really excited to get out here and get our hands dirty with these youth. Personally, myself, I've been working with youth since I was 14 years old. So I love the kid. So we are really excited, and we have been touching base with some of the schools to do things for September 11th and things of that nature, just to be able to engage the kids and let them see some of the first responders and just build that relationship to know, it's okay, I can trust my police officers, I can trust my firefighters and things of that nature. So we are really excited.
Well, please keep us informed here so that we can help promote any of the activities that you have going on. Our purpose here, especially with community conversations, is to keep the community informed and aware of what is going on so they can be more involved. So please let us know about that event for September 11th. Have you all connected with any of the Greek organizations or any other civic organizations around town?
We've been emails. We've been talking to some of them. We've reached out. It's more of a we have.
Okay.
we have.
Have you been getting some positive feedback?
Like we said, people are generally good. They want to do good things, and they've definitely reached out to us as well. So.
All right. And so I'm actually on the website. I'm going through setting up my profile. And like you said, you mentioned there's a bunch of categories, and I haven't clicked on one yet. The categories include adult education, animals, arts and culture, children and youth education, civic and community, disaster and emergency services, environment, family services, health and wellness, hunger and homelessness, senior services, sports and recreation. So then you said these are broken down even further.
Yes, ma'am. It's a subcategory.
I'm going to click on civic and community. Okay. Oh. Maybe on the next page. It'll take me to my skills. Okay. I'm going to click on a few and see where it takes me. All right. Oh, wow. And so then based on the categories that you choose, yeah, I'm not going to read all of these because there's even a category for engineering and finance, food service and events, wow, healthcare, HR,
accounting.
So even those individuals that are retired have something to do.
Yes.
People that have worked in a professional setting for years and years and now are retired, there's still some work for you to do.
I tell my mama all the time, she retired. She need to get out there and do something. What else about it?
And then also we need to log those hours for the city.
Okay.
We need to log those volunteer hours. We have so many organizations out here that are doing things that's just strictly ran off volunteers alone, but it doesn't reflect. We're not being able to see that. So that's another reason why we're trying to get the whole entire city to utilize the site, is so that we can actually show that Jonesboro is community oriented and that we do things out here in the community.
Alrighty, so we're going to get ready to come up on a break, and because I don't want us to run out of time talking about, I do want you to go more into, we're going to go through the website some while you're here, just tell people how they can log their hours in, and then go through some more aspects of the website. So again, you're tuned into Community Conversations. We're going to take a quick break. Please do not go anywhere. The phone lines are still open, and we are live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, so send us those questions and comments. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Have you taught your child how to apologize? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. As your child grows up, they'll develop many relationships, but in those relationships, they're bound to make mistakes. That's why it's so important to teach your child what a true apology looks like. So here are some ways to do so. First, teach them that a lack of intent doesn't excuse them from apologizing. Whether your child's actions were purposeful or accidental, be sure they know to apologize no matter what. Second, teach them that a good apology accepts responsibility. Train your child to say, "I was wrong for saying or doing such and such. I apologize." So train them up. And remember, your family first.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
From the KLEK Community Calendar, the Literacy League presents Red Apple Gala, celebrating teachers while supporting the Literacy League. This red carpet event will show love for retired teachers, current teachers, and future teachers in Craighead County and their guests. Saturday, May 6, 2017, from 6:30 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. There will be dinner and entertainment provided. This event will take place at the St. Bernard's Center, 505 East Washington in Jonesboro. A special recognition will be given to Mrs. Deborah Agnew. Ticket and other information is available at 2017redapplegala.eventbrite.com. Proceeds will benefit the Literacy League. All teachers attending the event will be entered into a drawing for community-sponsored gifts. KLEK 102.5 FM wants to be active in the community. If you or your organization is hosting a community service event, we would like to know about it and be a part of it. KLEK will promote your event on air, online, and on social media. KLEK personalities may also attend the event and provide music and or entertainment. Certain restrictions and availability may apply. If you or your organization would like to partner with KLEK to make the Jonesboro community a better place, call 870-277-1080 or email us at klek@klekfm.org. In order for a community announcement or church announcement to be aired on KLEK 102.5 FM, we ask that the announcement be sent at minimum 1 week in advance. Thank you for supporting KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations. I'm your host, Quabila Hart, with Miss Micah Simone, and our special guests are Donte Barker and Miss Chelsea Chapman. And we are talking about the City of Jonesboro's database, which is Jonesboro Community Connection, and the web address again is cojvolunteer.org. It is very easy to set up. Yes, it does take not a lot of time, but just to go through the skill set so that you can mark off what your skills are, so that you can be connected with the right agency when you go in to look for an agency. So I'm really enjoying going through. There's like Chelsea mentioned earlier, there's a lot of subcategories. You click on a few categories out of the big section, then it takes you to another page with subcategories, and it's amazing that all these options are available. So anyone with any skill set, if you've ever worked any job in your life, there's something for you to do on a volunteer basis. I see there's a lot of HR volunteer opportunities. I mean, you never know what an agency might need when it comes to personnel, payroll. They just need someone to help out on that aspect. Every agency cannot afford to hire a full-time financial officer. So if you have any type of payroll experiences, accounts receivable, things of that nature, just maybe maintaining, managing or maintaining the personnel, just staying on top of policies and making sure everybody's adhering to the policies of the organization. So that anything under whatever HR covers, anything in the financial sector, like I said, a financial officer just managing the books, balancing the budget, things of that nature, because a lot of agencies do work off of grant money, but they still need somebody to manage that and make sure money going out, money coming in, and everything balances at the end of the day. So they deal with a lot of money. And I say this, some agencies deal with a lot of money, but it's not money in their pocket. It's money that goes into to provide services for the community. So a lot of these individuals that work for these agencies, they don't get paid a lot. They have what they call stipends or a living wage, in essence. So
we know about that one.
So don't think that these nonprofit agencies are getting rich. All the money they take in goes back into the community.
And I will say that organizations in Jonesboro, they do a good job of trying their hardest to get out here and put whatever resources that they get and that they can back into the community.
That's wonderful. And I used to work for another nonprofit agency years ago, back in 2000, starting in 2002 to 2009, and I got to know a lot. I got to learn a lot, working side by side with the executive director and other case managers. I'm very blessed with that experience because it has helped me with what I'm doing here. As many people know, KLEK is a nonprofit entity, so we survive, literally survive, on sponsorships, donations, and volunteers. So hopefully we'll get to that grant stage. Alrighty, so before we went to break, I'm so sorry. I had a question I was going to have you all talk about when we came back. I apologize. I did not write it down. Okay. we'll move on. You have a question, Micah?
Yes. So, how did the opportunity find you with the city of Jonesboro? How did that come about? How did that lead you into where you are right now?
I got a call from Madam President, Miss Emma Agnew. I'm just playing. I want to be a lawyer, and in being a lawyer, one of the things I want to do is that I feel like that's a position that will allow me to make positive changes, and one of the steps that I wanted to take to get to that point was AmeriCorps. I had looked it up. I have a cousin that does it, and he always talked about how his is in Atlanta and he gets to work with kids, at-risk youth, and he always talks about it. Talks about how he loves it, the environment. Talks about how he went on training and he just met all these cool people, and since I've applied, it's been everything. It has
Everything
been.
you said it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess for me, I was just clicking around. I was just at my wit's end looking for another job, and I just really was like, okay, God, come on, give me something good. And I went on Indeed, and I seen the position, and I applied for it. And we actually had the job since January, but we didn't even start until March.
Oh, wow.
So it was just like a lot of anticipation, just, really, really waiting, and it was worth the wait. I met with Miss Emma, and we interviewed, and I was just like, I feel like I've known her my whole entire life. This is gonna be the bomb.com. So then once we got to Colorado and I met Donte, I was just like, oh yeah, we can definitely implement some change in the city. We're vivacious, we're young, we have a lot of good ideas, so we're just ready to give Jonesboro what we got.
And like she said, it's crazy because we have been hired since January and didn't know that we were going to work with, didn't know that we had a partner, that I had a coworker until we got to Denver.
Really?
And she walks up and I said, oh, Miss Emma said, just called me and said that I have a coworker here. And she said, same thing. And that's right when we met.
Alrighty. I'm glad that y'all hit it off and are really meshing well. Both of your skill sets are coming together well. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you can accomplish in your year of service.
Thanks.
And so I finished registering for the website, and it takes you to a page where it says go to recommend opportunities, go to the dashboard or search opportunities. So I'm going to click on go to recommended. But the question I remember now that I want to have you all go into, logging in hours. How do individuals or agencies log in those hours?
So when the agency puts out an opportunity, they have an option. They have a few options of how they want to log it. You can allow the volunteer to log it, or you can allow the agency to log it. And so if the agency sets it up where the volunteer can log it, it'll either be set up to where if you have shifts, it'll automatically, you'll just go in and tap that you're going into your shift, and then it'll just log those hours automatically. Or if it's flexible, it'll allow you to go in and do it manually. Or if it's on the organization end, it's the same process.
Okay. And so based on the skills that I put in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm more of an administrative type person. So it gave me several administrative opportunities, and it gave me some advocacy work. So I'm really excited,
Go ahead and apply.
Well, if I wasn't already doing this, I would definitely give some more time. I do want to give more time to other agencies somewhere down the line, but I'm also taking classes, so I can't overwork myself right now.
Oh, I know that struggle. Living that struggle.
Okay, well, since you brought that up, you are in college, Donte.
Yes,
even though you're graduating fairly soon, what has it been like? How has the opportunity been doing this position and going to school? Are you able to find a good balance?
It was a struggle at first.
Okay.
But all of my teachers at ASU are wonderful.
Okay.
I can't say anything bad about any of them. It was an email, hey, I'm in AmeriCorps Vista, and the reply from all of them was, well, we'll work with you.
Okay.
You're doing great things and stuff like that. So it's been. I've had support from my teachers, so it's definitely made it easier.
So have you had to miss any class or work extra hours in the evening to make up for being in class?
I may take work home, maybe, but Miss Emma, like I said, she's really good about allowing me to finish schoolwork, and then school is really good about allowing me to finish work. So it's been, you know, it's been wonderful. It really has.
All right, so for those out there that are listening or watching, if you are in college or taking any other classes, say online, there's still some flexibility with the program.
Oh yeah, college students, there are plenty of opportunities for college students. I know we were talking about like skills and stuff like that. College students are always looking for resume builders, and what better way?
Especially when you mentioned Greek life, freshmen coming in, and just different things that I've noticed on campus. That if we had a broader set of volunteers on campus, I think that it'll just make everything run a little bit more smoothly.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Okay, so let me try to go back to the home page, the dashboard, so that we can tell people how to navigate. Right now I'm on my personal profile page, and it's really simple. Once you put in your skills, it gives you a few recommendations. There's a way to, like you said, log in your hours, opportunities, pending places that I maybe have worked already. So it's really interesting. It gives you a special ID number. There's a message option, like what comes through that message box?
I think it's like, you can be able to message your organizations and back to volunteers, and just another way to be able to communicate.
And we can also, as administrators, we can send out messages. So if we have
newsletters,
events or something like that, we can send them out to everybody.
Okay, so I need to make sure that KLEK is registered. And
KLEK is, and y'all have opportunities up there too.
Yes. All right, so then I can start logging the hours that I put in here, so that it can reflect that KLEK is benefiting from having volunteers. Okay.
Yes,
can you log past hours? Like if you just got on the site and you just found out about? No, I'll see your face. No. Unfortunately.
So Michael, you need to register today. And start logging those hours. We're really grateful to have Micah. She has been a big help. This show started out with me and Legacy. Then he left it to me for a while. It's like, but having an extra person here, it really helps. So I'm very grateful. So KLEK, like I said, KLEK benefits from having volunteers. We've had other volunteers, like people don't understand how radio works, and a lot of the programming is automated, but it takes a lot of man hours to get it to where it is. Like there's no one here overnight, but the system keeps going, so it takes a lot of man hours. So we've had volunteers tagging music, editing music, just all types of things. So a lot goes into running a radio station, and with any other organization, a lot goes into making phone calls, arranging client visits, staff meetings, getting the bills paid. Like there's so many logistical things that go on behind the scenes that people don't even know what goes on. All you see is like an agency puts on an event, but you don't know how long it took. Like
all that work into putting on that event.
The planning, the building, the people that's gonna run it, all of that.
Rounding people up, come help me run this.
Yes, like March of Dimes recently had their March for Babies. Can you imagine what it took to put on an event of that caliber? And this is just their annual event, and so it takes them almost a year to plan who's going to be in what position, who's going to do what. I mean, and then the volunteers on the day of handing out water, tending to the children, being at those different stops when people are walking. So much goes into that. So
volunteers are needed everywhere, like you said, from marathons or 5K, marches, stuff like that, to here, radio stations. Everybody could use a volunteer.
That's right.
Different opportunities.
And we're always talking about, let's help build up the community, but one way to help build up the community is to volunteer, get to know your neighbor, step outside of yourself, we talked about you can find an organization based on your skill set. Maybe try something different. So do you encourage people they may think they fit into this one little box, but do you try to encourage them to step outside of that and try something different?
Just try. I feel like just try anything that catches your eye. You know, you'll never know if you like it until you try it. You know, so yeah, we do encourage everybody to just try something.
Okay.
Just sign up for something, you know, whether it's big, whether it's small, it'll make an impact.
Okay.
And it's volunteering, so it's not, it's no long commitment, no year-long contract.
Unless you want it to be.
Yeah. You want to come back.
And a lot of these agencies, like I said, mentioned March of Dimes, but they host annual fundraising events, and they're always needing volunteers just for that one event to be hostesses or, serve in some type of hospitality function. So you never know what someone needs someone for. And then for those of us who have children, you giving back your time, you doing something for somebody else for free, it kind of shows your children that, okay, it's okay to be a good citizen. You're teaching them, so you're instilling something in them to hopefully help them to want to be more productive citizens, more empathetic and loving and caring as they get older.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about some other aspects of just the website. What are some other things people can, I'm trying to get back on, what are some other things people can do or look for, or just, let's just really hype this up.
Can they
we want
request their volunteers? Can they request people? If they see their name or somebody familiar, can they go through there and do that?
So agencies can go in, and like you said, if they know a name or they've seen a name, they can actually go in and type in the name, search the name, and it'll pull up that person. It'll pull up a list of their interests and stuff like that, and they can always add them from there.
Okay. Now, there's some the tabs that I want to mention that are on the website. Once you go to cojvolunteer.org, on the home screen, there's a volunteer team login, there's an organization login. And then the tabs under that say Home, About Us, Calendar, Programs, Help, and Contact Us. So I want to click on the calendar to see if anyone... okay.
So with the calendar, be on the lookout for that. We are definitely planning on adding a lot of stuff to the calendar. It looks a little desolate right now. But, like we said, we're planning some summer events. We're planning some events for the fall. And we definitely plan on keeping the community up to date on there. And also on our Facebook, Jonesboro Volunteer Community Connect.
And any opportunities or any types of marathons or anything that anybody does, we're also very, very open to being able to help promote those things through the website, through our Facebook, through word of mouth. We're just really wanting to give capacity and gain sustainability for every nonprofit in the city.
All right, I clicked on a random day on the calendar, and just so happened it's from KLEK. And we are looking for a marketing intern volunteer. The skills required are interactive in website marketing, interactive social media, SEO, marketing communications, MAR/com. People in that field know what that means. Marketing strategy and planning, market research. Because we want to try to help get the word out about KLEK and draw more attention to us. We run into a lot of people who say, oh, I've never heard of the radio station before. So we need individuals to help promote and market the station, to draw more traffic our way. So if anyone's out there listening,
tell a friend.
Okay. Tell anybody. Marketing intern and volunteer. We could definitely use one, and just volunteers for anything. We don't host a lot of events like we used to. We used to do quite a few, like poetry nights and some other things. We kind of slacked off because, again, we need volunteers. All right, so you can check the calendar, and like I said, Donte and Chelsea said they will be adding some more events. So stay tuned to the calendar. You can look at the day view, week view, or month view. You can look forward and see what's coming up so that you can plan accordingly. Wow, that's wonderful. So this website is very interactive, very simple to navigate, and it's called Jonesboro Community Connection. Web address is cojvolunteer.org. please go sign up today. If you have any questions or comments, how can people reach you? Can they call you at the office or?
Yeah, you can call me at the office, email me.
All right. And so for Mr. Donte, his number is 870-336. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, 7160.
All right, 336-7160. And Miss Chelsea?
My number is going to be 870-336-7161, extension 1225.
All right, and we'll make sure to put that information on the KLEK page so that you can reach them. Again, this is through the City of Jonesboro, the AmeriCorps Vista Volunteer Program Specialist. They are volunteer program specialists, and I really thank you all so much for the work that you're doing. I can't wait to see more. As they mentioned before,
thank you.
They're trying to host more events to help get the community involved, get children involved. They're going to be doing things over the summer, so stay on the lookout for these two. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to just wrap up some things that we talked about. And again, we're going to pump up this website. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. Today we're talking about the financial hoarder. Hoarding is rooted in fear and anxiety, the need to hold on. It's a mindset of poverty, not abundance. Unfortunately, bad economic times, such as our most recent Great Recession, can trigger or exacerbate a hoarder mentality. As a result, financial hoarders may sacrifice their future on the altar of today, keeping all of their money in a low-interest savings account instead of diversifying into investments with higher interest earning potential, or failing to invest for long-term goals such as retirement. Buying cheap goods of low quality can actually be less cost-effective than paying more for higher quality that will last. Hoarding resources is not a substitute for smart money management. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Hey y'all, this is Dariana and I'm one of the members of the Golden Pirates. Come see us live Friday night, May 12th, 7 o'clock at the Epicenter. 1899 CR 333 Hasbrook Road in Jonesboro, Arkansas. It's gonna be swinging, hair, back popping, and attitude. It's just gonna be lit. Come see us. You could get your tickets for $5 or 2 for $8. You could get your tickets from KLEK website. This event is a KLEK and Golden Pirates fundraiser.
Friday Night Live, May 12th at the Epic Center starting at 7 o'clock p.m. featuring the Golden Firettes, Pink Diamonds, Dynamic Dance, Purple Dolls, and the Explosive Dreamettes dance teams. Don't miss it.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
Arkansas Early Learning is accepting applications right now for childcare. We have locations all across Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org. That's arearlylearning.org. Right here in the community at no cost. Arkansas Early Learning offering kids a head start.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
Starks Auto Plaza, your pre-owned superstore, is a longtime supporter of KLEK. 2829 Red Wolf Boulevard, Starks offers clean, reliable vehicles of all makes and models. Starks also offers no-hassle pricing, friendly service, financing options with approved credit. At Starks, you're always family, and our motto is, we never say no. 870-203-9980. StarksAutoPlaza.com.
KLEK is starting a new fundraiser which will allow listeners to donate to KLEK while buying groceries. KLEK is a part of the Kroger Community Rewards fundraising program. When shoppers visit a participating Kroger and scan his or her Kroger Plus Shoppers card, a portion of the savings goes back to KLEK to help keep it on the air. Details on how to sign up for the program are available at KrogerCommunityRewards.com and at KLEKFM.org. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Mr. Donte Parker and Ms. Chelsea Chapman, and they are here from the city of Jonesboro. They work under the AmeriCorps Vista program. They are volunteer program specialists. So I can't thank you all enough for joining us today. I've truly enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you. Thank y'all for having us.
A lot more about the website, and I'm glad that I joined, registered. Now I can go and kind of play around some more, become more familiar with it, so that I can inform other people about it. I can educate other people on how to use it. And if you would like to know more about the city of Jonesboro in general, they have a Facebook page and a web page. cityofjonesboro.org, I think is what it is, and you can see all the things that are going on their Facebook page. You can see a lot of the different activities and announcements that are going on around the city, and then you can.
I'm sorry. We also created a new Facebook.
A new Facebook. Okay.
Jonesboro Volunteer Community Connect. That's the name of it.
Okay, let me go.
And we'll be posting events as they come up during the summer. Anything that we plan on doing, we'll be posting to that. When we post new opportunities to the COJ site, we'll also post them to our Facebook as well. So you'll be able to see, if you follow us on Facebook, you'll be able to see opportunities as they're posted on the COJ site as well.
So it's Jonesboro Volunteer Community Connection. Okay. Is it up and going already?
Yes, ma'am. It is.
Okay. Okay, so please check that out. Follow and click the saved option so that you can see their posts as they come up. So you can stay on top of what's going on around the city of Jonesboro and what opportunities are available. And now, since we're talking about volunteers, we had a recent flooding all over this past weekend. I'm sure the American Red Cross right now can use a lot of help out in Pocahontas. Even if you don't live in Pocahontas, you have some time, you have a vehicle, you have, there's going to be a lot of debris, a lot of cleanup that's going to be needed once the water starts to recede. So they have shelters that are also open. So children are going to need things. Families need things, food, a non-perishable food item. So consider volunteering even on that level. Collecting food, collecting children's supplies, diapers, formula, anything you think a child may need, and take it down to the shelters. So that's one way you can volunteer. You don't have to always just be fixed at a location. It could be a matter of gathering supplies and giving that to an agency, or helping an agency pass out supplies. There's so many things that can be done. If you don't like to be outside, again, there are administrative opportunities available at different agencies. They may need someone to sit in the office and answer the phone and take messages. I mean, if that's something you can do, you're not too bored. Me personally, that would be the perfect job for me. I don't mind not being around a whole lot of people sometimes. Someone walks in the door, some agencies would love to have their doors open from 8 to 5 or 9 to whatever, but when they're limited on staff, limited on volunteers, and they have to go see clients, they have to go run errands, they have to lock the doors. So that, takes away from someone being there and people getting to know more about the agency as well. So we can go on and on and on talking about the needs of the various agencies. And is there some more information you would like to share just to, help people just become more aware of what's available?
Just for people to be kind of looking at the website and kind of looking at the Facebook, to just be looking for dates. We actually want to do, I guess, kind of like a crash course where we get multiple organizations to come in and we show them how to navigate and just show them all of the ways that they can utilize the site. Pardon me. So we want to be doing that coming up kind of soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. So just to be looking out and just to be aware and to definitely go out there and volunteer. It's important.
Now, can civic organizations contact you to set up a meeting for you to come? Say they have a monthly meeting. Can they solicit you to come to their meeting to run through how to set up?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. We are all for the organizations. We're all for them going out here and doing these great things. So that means that whenever we're available and whenever we can lend a hand and do whatever, we have to come to your office. If it's easy for you to come there, whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works. And just like the site is connecting volunteers, we're volunteers as well.
Okay.
So if we're looking for opportunities, we want to work with the organizations. We're actually going to do some fire painting for the fire department, painting the fire hydrants around the city. Any opportunities that we can help with, we're open.
Okay.
So for the students that will be here for the summer, taking summer courses or whatever, internships, what do you suggest that they take advantage of within the volunteer?
So coming up in the summer, they're going to be, kids. There are going to be a lot of different programs out for kids. So there's going to be a lot of organizations looking to staff those programs. So sport programs, feeding programs, doing stuff like that. You have different organizations that are putting on different events during the summer. You have Habitat for Humanity when they do their events that they host pretty regularly. So there's a lot of opportunities, especially during the summer.
Do you have any summer camps or anything that you have in mind?
We got a little small project that's going to be in the works.
Stay
and
tuned.
We're trying to implement some stuff out at, the community center. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right. So I want to send a shout out to, I don't know if you connected with Colby Parker. With
Men
on the,
I like Colby.
We actually went to a conference that they had on Friday.
On campus. It was really nice.
Okay, there's another gentleman, D'Angelo Clark. He works with an organization, Gentlemen and Ladies Maintaining Order. They do a lot of community service work in Jonesboro. I know quite a few people, and I'm very blessed that since I've been here, I've come in contact with a lot of individuals that work with civic organizations that are trying to make a difference in the community. So I will pass on any information I have. Any information you have, I'll make sure to definitely pass on information about the website. Make sure everybody goes in and register. If I have to sit there with them, it really takes maybe 5 to 10, not even 10 minutes. Your name, address, phone number. You click on a few skills, and then it gives you some opportunities that are available based on your skills. It's very, very simple and user friendly. I did mine on a tablet, sitting right here while we were talking. So now I do want to ask, because I'm not a tech geek, but always looking for new innovations. Do you think that a mobile app may be available sometime in the future?
Yes, we're actually hopefully in the makings of that as well.
Okay.
We're just kind of trying to see how to put it together, how to make it the most. How to make it the most. That's how to utilize it best from your phone. But hopefully, yes.
Well, I know about this converter that can convert your website to an app, so we'll talk about that off air.
Yes.
All right. Okay, connections. All right, so I can't thank everyone for tuning in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I've been your host, Kabila Hart, along with Ms. Micah Simone. Thank you so much. And Mr. Donte Barker, Ms. Chelsea Chapman, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, I pray that everyone has a very blessed day. I want to say congratulations to all of the seniors out there who will be graduating soon. Hopefully we can get a few in here to talk, and we can start highlighting our seniors throughout the month. So get us that information, you all. Everyone have a blessed day and join us tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. A program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK-LP, Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council.
Good Monday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Partly to mostly sunny, windy today, the high near 70, southwest to west wind up to 30 miles per hour. Less wind tonight, low 50s, mostly clear skies expected. Partly to mostly sunny Tuesday, near 80, and a chance of showers and thunderstorms late Tuesday night. Better chance of showers and thunderstorms Wednesday and Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, the high Wednesday in the low 70s or so. Educating, entertaining, and empowering Jonesboro, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in Washington, I'm Rebecca Foster. U.S. President Donald Trump has said he would meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un about the country's nuclear weapons program. Dueling rallies have been taking place in Paris from supporters of rival presidential candidates Emmanuel Macron and Marine Le Pen. And Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has raised the minimum wage by 60% in a bid to counter a growing protest movement.
Hello, my brothers and sisters in Christ. Psalms 5 and 12. Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield. Surely. When we see that in reference to God, it means we need not worry because the outcome is guaranteed. Surely the favor of God will surround all his children. Why do we fret about the small things in life? Why are we worried about things God has already promised to take care of? Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives. Surely he took up our pain and bore our suffering. Anytime you see surely in the Bible, a divine promise is coming. Unlike many, God doesn't break his promises. He takes care of the birds in the air who neither sow nor reap, nor store away food. Surely he'll take care of us. I pray God continue to rain blessings down on each and every one of you. Amen.
It's 10:02.
The Hezekiah Walker Show is made possible by Fullness of Joy Ministries